Just when you thought Sony couldn't get any dumber, they go and do something like this, and no, they don't redeem themselves. So this video is about Venom and how it's essentially going to be a dark comedy. Or Deadpool, if you will. This article comes from outerplaces.com, and I quote, "Over the past couple of days, producer Amy Pascal has flip-flopped multiple times whether or not Venom will connect with the MCU. She said it would connect to the MCU, then she came out against it. Now Pascal is again claiming that Venom and Black Cat will connect to Spider-Man Homecoming and may even share some characters, despite Kevin Feige's insistence that these movies are not canon with the MCU. In other words, Venom is Sony's attempt at MCU fanfiction. What's really weird, though, is the way they're going about this. Obviously, a hard R-rated film won't fit with the tone of the MCU, but it does make sense for a Venom movie to be dark, gruesome, and disturbing. That's why it's all the more bizarre that Sony is planning to make this movie an irreverent comedy. According to Amy Pascal, the decision to hire Zombieland director Ruben Fleischer is very deliberate, as Venom is intended to aim for a similar tone. And this is a quote from Amy Pascal. Well, Ruben is a very talented, ironic, funny guy. He did a great job with Zombieland, and so when you think of that mixed with Venom, I think that tells you what it should be. So Sony wants the Venom movie to be Deadpool. It's easy to see how the timeline fits together here. Sony's executives saw Deadpool last year and instantly decided that wacky rated-R comic book movies are in fashion. So they threw together the biggest character they had at their disposal in a poorly thought-out film. This doesn't bode well for Sony's comic book universe. The studio's half-baked rush Spider-Man movies have backfired in the past, which is why the Venom spin-off was shelved the first time. Venom does not work in a comedic movie. He's dangerous, aggressive, a murderer who's fueled by lust for revenge and incredibly broken moral compass. Trying to contort the character into a wacky Deadpool clone just shows how poorly Sony understands the characters they own. Perhaps the only good thing that'll come out of this is that Silver and Black, directed by Gina Pryce Blythewood, but the fact that we have to endure a Venom comedy first is just bizarre. So it's pretty obvious where their political leanings lie, because they're calling for a Silver and Black movie, but I would bet $50,000 that they don't know who the Silver Sable or the Black Cat are. Can't tell me anything about them, but they're excited for the movie because it's a female director and a female-led film. Well, you know what? Take your head out of your ass, shut the fuck up, and let's get back to Venom. I'm angry at this news. Look, I like Zombieland. I thought it was phenomenal. 9 out of 10, saw it I saw it before all you saw it because, thankfully, when I was at university, Sony came to my school and showed us an advanced screening of the movie. So I was on board the Zombieland train months before it came out. I don't remember the exact date, but I loved it from the minute I saw it. Bought the Blu-ray. I watch it every time it's on TV. Bill fucking Murray is the greatest cameo in any film possible. So you'd think I'd be super fucking excited for this. But I'm not. Why? Because I'm a cynical asshole? Yes, but no, also because it's a stupid fucking idea. The article clearly says that Venom is not a comedic character. And as someone who's been reading Venom since his entire existence, I agree. Venom has made me laugh one time. One time, and that is in the year 2000, in the video game for the PS1 titled Spider-Man. He did a few comedic things here and there, but you know what? It's not enough to carry a whole film. And in the comic book, when they swing through the city seeing strangers in the night, I got a chuckle of that too. But other than that, Venom is not a comedic character. But it just goes to show you how fucking desperate Sony truly is, because they are glomming onto anything that is successful. They will mimic anything. They are the modern-day canon films. Golan Globus, they are them. You know, Amy Pascal and Tom Rothman are essentially the spirit animals of Golan and Globus. If you don't know who they are, please do yourself a favor. Watch the documentary Electric Boogaloo and learn how bullshit filmmaking comes into existence. But with Venom and Sony, I see one thing, and it's Deadpool. And I liked Deadpool. Deadpool was a good movie. I bought the Blu-ray. I saw it in theaters. I have new respect for the character, even though I'm not the world's biggest fan. But god damn it, the fact that they're just trying to rip it off just shows you how disingenuous Sony is about every fucking thing. Name a franchise outside of 21 Jump Street that they have done properly in the last 5 years. You can't. They fucked up Spider-Man. They're going to fuck up Spider-Man again. It's just stupid, the fact that they can keep doing this. I know there are contracts in place. I know that they have legal power to do whatever they want to do in that respect. And I guess they are going to, which is fine if they're going to exercise their legal right. I'm exercising my legal right to tell them it's a terrible fucking idea. But I don't have to go see this movie. The funny thing is, if I do see this movie, I'm only going to see how bad it could possibly be. I am putting money down now, since this comes out next year. A Duke's brother bet that this movie will be the same as Fan Four Stick in box office and critical success. It's really not hard to see the writing on the wall with these movies. It's the cart before the horse. They are just terrible, terrible fucking ideas. It's desperate is what it is. Look, Sony, you guys made a mistake in 2011 by getting rid of Sam Raimi and bringing in Mark Webb and making the Amazing Spider-Man. Had you not fucked that up, had you not fucked up Spider-Man 3, we could go even further. Had you done Spider-Man 3 successfully in the way of Sam Raimi, we could have had Spider-Man 10 coming out soon. Instead of getting excited for Spider-Man Homecoming, we could have finally had Spider-Man fight the Enforcers. Do you even know who the Enforcers are, listeners? If you do, tell me in the comments. Give it a thumbs up if you have a favorite Enforcer. Mine's Fancy Dan. But look, that's a video for a whole nother day. That's actually kind of depressing to think about where we could be with the character had we not... Had Sony, excuse me, because, you know, as the audience, it is not our fault that Sony keeps making bad movies. We don't want shit. And it goes to show you that they have to reboot it because we, as the audience, stop going to see their shit. And people are always on Sony's back. You know, if Sony had only made one mistake and everyone was jumping down their throats, I could understand people trying to go up to bat for Sony. But no, it has been a decade plus of fucking terrible decisions that has put Sony in this place. So if anything, I'm taking great pleasure in making this video. With that being said, though, I'm going to put this baby to bed. Venom as a comedy is the worst idea since Star Wars being a metaphor for 2015 politics. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, comment it, tell me what you think of Venom being a comedy. Let me know what you think of the Marvel Universe in general. Has superhero fatigue set in for you? Are you tired of just comic book properties being thrown out there left and right? Do you get excited anymore for these things? I'm a fan of 25 plus years, and I'm only 28. I'm kind of getting burnt out on these things. And it's not even because of the films themselves, I'm going to be honest. It's the politics and the hype surrounding these films and the way they're marketed and created and how everything is, like, crafted around them. That's what bothers me. Like, I don't think a Justice League movie is a bad idea, but the hype and the drama surrounding it, that's the stuff that bothers me. It's like, Jesus Christ, no other movies have this type of bullshit going on. But that, look, again, another video for another day. Thanks for watching. This video is technically in Spider-Man month, so if you're a member of this channel and over on the Facebook page, you know what's coming next. We got Homecoming review tomorrow night. We have top 5 favorite costumes and artists and all kinds of great content Spider-Man related. So if you're a Spider-Man fan, the more hardcore fan you are, the more you'll enjoy this month. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back later in the week.